So today I want to talk about the 5 books that I work on every single day. Let's get into that. So, I know 5 books sounds a little bit excessive, and it might be, but I am doing it for my personal development. Now, these are not just novels, although there is more than one novel. These are also journals and notebooks. And I'm going to kind of take you through each one and explain why each one is important to me and what I do with it to kind of propel my mental health forward. Alright, so book number 1 will be the book that I start with every single day, and it is Upward Spiral by Alex Korb. So it's not always this book, but it's always a self-help book, and I am making it a point to read a self-help book for at least 30 minutes every morning. And now I'm doing this to figure out a lot of different things. In the one that I had read previously, I learned about self-love and kind of free-flowing love in general, and how important it is to not think that love is just for a significant other. There are lots of different kinds of love and lots of different forms of love that you have in your life, and those are all just as important as any romantic love. And honestly, that helped me a lot in shifting my perspective, because I've always been the type of person that kind of prioritizes my romantic relationships, and I think a lot of my other relationships fell to the wayside because of it. And it's through reading that book that I realized that those relationships are just important as my romantic ones, if not more, because those are the ones that are going to get me through everything. And this book is actually about depression and how to get out of it. It is very, very scientific. It talks about your brain circuits and how they all work together and what you can do. Well, actually, it talks about how downward spirals happen because, you know, negative kind of breeds negative, and whenever you're in a negative mindset, you just stay there because your brain is incapable of making positive thoughts. And tips and tricks that you can use to reverse your downward spiral and make it an upward spiral. So I actually think this is a really good book. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm enjoying it. So that's book number 1. Book number 2 would be my planner. So I use this every single day. I write in it every single day. I start by writing, you know, the top 3 things that I want to get done every day, and because my focus has been on waking up earlier and reading in the morning, 2 of those is always wake up at 6:30 in the morning and read. And if I do that for the day, then I'm already starting it on a good note. And then usually my 3rd thing is some kind of activity or workout so that I stay active. And then I kind of just write notes about things that I did throughout the day, the time I started work, the time I ended work, anything important that happened. And this has been helping me keep my day-to-day a bit more organized. I need to get more organized than I am, but I think this is like a good stepping stone in the right direction. So that is book number 2, and I write in that every evening. Book number 3 is just a plain old journal. This one says, "It is written in the stars." It's beautiful. Favorite colors, you know, navy blue, gold. Love it. What not to like? So this is something that I write in every night after I write in my planner. And before, I was kind of using prompts to write because I didn't really want to write about everything that was happening, because I was kind of in a depressed mood and I didn't want to focus on it, especially when I was looking back, because I didn't want it to bring me back to a depressed mood. So I was using prompts, and I was like, you know, figuring out things that I liked about myself and good things that were happening every day, and it helped me shift my mindset into something more positive. Now I actually write about my day-to-day. I write about goals that I want to work toward. I write about things that I'm disappointed in, things that I know that I can do better, and things that I'm doing well. Just kind of like getting it all out there and organizing my thoughts, because I feel like that's the most important thing. It's like when you just have thoughts and you don't actually do anything with them, then they're fleeting and you're just stuck in the same place. But when you actually write them out and you try to analyze why you're having those thoughts, you can get so much further along in your development, and that has helped me tremendously. Like, the other day, I was in a really bad mood and I couldn't figure out why, and I ended up writing it out, and I figured out that I'm not happy right now because I'm not appreciating the things that I have accomplished and the hard work that I have put in to accomplish those things. And it helped me shift my mood dramatically. My entire back untensed. I felt better. I was able to sleep better. It helped a lot. So I definitely suggest writing in journals. And if you can't write on your own, or you're in that same depressed mood that I was in previously when I started doing this, use prompts. It's okay to use prompts. It's okay to not know what to write about. I promise you, once you get into the habit of doing it, it'll come easier, and you may very well just stop using prompts like I have. Get a journal, write in it. It helps. My third book, which is also part of my night routine, is just a normal novel, which I am rereading Harry Potter right now because it just makes me happy and I know I'm gonna like it. I have this bad habit of reading books that I end up not liking and feeling like it wasn't worth the time that I put into it. So I kind of just fell back on something reliable and something I knew I was gonna like. So right now I'm reading the third Harry Potter book again, and it's nice to unwind, and I do not suggest reading a self-help book before bed, because it's gonna get your brain going and you're not gonna be able to fall asleep because you're too, like, your brain is too active. You have to read something that isn't gonna make your brain too active. So I stick to fiction. That's what I read at night. And I read this right before bed so that I can kind of calm down and de-stress from the day and get sleepy so I can fall asleep easier. And my fifth and last book, and this isn't even just, like, my fifth one is more than one. So it's like I actually have 8 notebooks going on right now, but it's kind of like a general what I'm using it for. So this one says Start an Adventure. I actually use this one to take notes on this YouTube channel, and like, I write out future video ideas, I write out my stats on how I'm doing on my health journey, physically wise. I use this one for my health specifically, but it's more of like a creative journal, which I have multiple of. I have one where I am planning out my trips. I have one where I am planning on, like, projects that I want to work on. Just a creative outlet, and it has helped so much because I love getting my creative juices flowing, and I feel so much better when I do. And when I have a place to organize it, it's even better, so that I don't feel all hectic and chaotic. So that's what these are. And those are my 5 books that I use. I definitely recommend doing something like this. I think becoming as regimented as I have has helped a lot, because it has gotten me out of my depressive mood. It has made me feel like I'm working towards something. It has helped me keep my thoughts clear, and it's just, I feel so much better. I feel like I have something to show, or like I have something to accomplish. I have books to finish reading. I have days where I can plan them out, and I have things to get done. And it is scientifically proven that when you're working toward a goal and you accomplish it, there's no better high. So doing this every day, making it a habit, has helped me so much, and it's definitely something I recommend. So that's all I have for today. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And you know what? Leave a comment. If you have any other things that you carry around with you on a daily basis, or any other habits that you have going on, please let me know about them. I definitely want to continue growing, and I think that creating more positive habits is a great way to do it. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.